Don't miss our interactive multi-screen level spooky! Mystery Hunter's game, press red.
What is voodoo, and why are so many people afraid of it?
Sticking pins in dolls, skulls, evil spells, magic potions.
Do they work? And can I use them to help Doubting Dave find true love?
And I'm going to a town they call the most haunted place in America to have a conversation with a ghost.
Hi, I'm Araya. Can I speak to Bella? Can you hear me, Bella?
And do ghosts lurk where you are? Doubting Dave shows ways you can hunt for ghosts.
There.
This is Mystery Hunters. Hundreds of thousands of soldiers fought right here in the Battle of Gettysburg in 1863. So many ghosts have been reported here. I've heard stories about phantom regiments and headless riders haunting this battlefield. Jim Sanders of the 27th Virginia. How many people died at Gettysburg?
Well, I believe the Yankees started with 83,000. They've lost 23,000. We've started with a little over 75,000 and lost 28,000. It's a lot of folks, son. It's not over yet. No doubt.
These people all believe in the Gettysburg ghosts. They're in town for the annual conference of the International Ghost Hunter Society. And people come from all over to go on ghost tours of this historic place. The children of many of the soldiers killed at the Battle of Gettysburg ended up living here. This house used to be an orphanage. It was a happy home at first, but not for long. People say what happened to the children here makes this a very haunted place.
I'm on a mission. I'm going to New Orleans to make a love potion for Doubting Dave.
Hey!
This is New Orleans. It's also called the City of Mystery. It looks pretty normal on the outside, but really, there's mystery lurking here.
New Orleans is the voodoo capital of the U.S. A lot of people think voodoo is scary because it uses magic and spooky rituals.
Sticking pins in dolls, skulls, skeletons, evil spells, magic potions. I'm gonna try it and help Doubting Dave find true love.
I did some research first and found out that most voodoo spells are actually used to help people. But spells and potions are only a small part of voodoo. It is really a very old religion brought over by slaves from Africa. Voodoo is practiced today by over 50 million people. Voodoo believers think that spirits rule over everything in the world. And to keep the spirits happy, they give them offerings. They dance and have many other rituals. But do they work? I'm at the Voodoo Museum, where spells are made. I meet a girl here named Raven, who says she's convinced potions really work.
I have a potion for love, a potion for power, and a potion for money, and I carry them all around with me all the time, and they work.
And you said you had a friend and you helped her by giving her a love potion to find a boyfriend.
Yeah, and like 2 days later, she had 1,000 of them.
How does that work?
Well, she puts it on her left side, because that's the power side for women. And then she just asks him, how's it smell? It's my new perfume. And it keeps the mind thinking about her.
Do you believe voodoo really works?
Yeah, because it works on her and it works on me all the time.
Well, I want Doubting Dave to find love too, so I'm gonna start my mission right at the top. This is where the most powerful voodoo queen in the world lives. The most famous voodoo queen was Mary Laveau, and this is where she sleeps. Or does she?
Yeah, right. My horoscope today tells me I'm going to get an email this morning from 11-year-old Naomi Orenston of Ashland, Wisconsin. Well, it's 1 minute to 12, and I don't have any You got mail. Whoa! Okay, maybe I set that up. But it's still a great email. Take a look on the Mystery Illustrator. Dear Doubting Dave, I saw a woman on TV who said, if you call and tell her your zodiac sign, like Pisces, Taurus, Aquarius, or whatever, she can tell you your personality and even your future. Is this true? And if it is, how does she do it? Well, Naomi, astrologers study the positions of the planets and stars as a way of predicting the future. And it sounds like this woman is using something called sun sign astrology to predict your future. Come on, you piece of junk. Sun sign astrologers use the zodiac. The zodiac is made up of 12 different zones in the sky. The zones have names like Taurus the bull, Leo the lion, Pisces the fish, etc. They're named for the arrangements of planets and stars at certain times of the year. These are known as constellations. So, if you were born on May 5th, let's say, that's when the constellation Taurus was overhead, so that makes you a Taurus. The constellation you're born under is supposed to affect your luck, your relationships, and just your life in general. Now, it's an ancient and popular belief, and that is a big part of the problem. The 12-sign zodiac was mapped out more than 2,000 years ago. Since then, new planets have been discovered. Old planets have completely changed their positions in the sky. So even if your horoscope could predict your future or describe your personality, the readings would be completely out of date. And anyway, the horoscopes on TV and in the newspaper are so completely vague, they could apply to anyone. It's always, you will bump into someone you know, or spend your money wisely. I want a horoscope that's specific, like you will leave the house without pants on today, or you will get hit in the head by a basketball. But that'll never happen. So to answer your question, Naomi, no. The woman you saw on TV can't tell your future. So save your money. Meanwhile, I gotta go empty my wastebasket. That is the straight... Whoa.
If you ate a spoon of mushy carrots and any wish in the world came true, what would you wish for?
How much fun life would be with a pet dinosaur? I wish for a rocket ship.
And what if what you wished for didn't turn out quite...
Don't touch anything.
how you expected? Meet Henry.
Henry Wiggins.
He knows all about being careful what you wish for.
Oh, brother.
But with the help of Margaret,
Rose.
Brady, and Uncle Neptune the inventor,
I've made toad parachutes!
it all turns out okay in the end.
Do is teach them to pull the ripcord.
Sort of. Welcome to Henry's World on Discovery Kids.
People say what happened here makes this a very haunted place. The orphans of the Battle of Gettysburg used to live here. And some say they still do. As ghosts. Mary Ruth Collins owns the building today. Who's this?
This is Rosa J. Carmichael. She actually shackled the children to the wall of the dungeon in the main building next door.
Mrs. Carmichael was the wicked head mistress of the orphanage. The children suffered terribly when she was in charge. She wouldn't even let them take flowers to the graves of their fathers who had died in the battle. And there were rumors at the time the children were dying in this house.
Mrs. Collins, have you ever seen a ghost?
I am a skeptic. I do not believe in ghosts. But I'll show you something of interest. We have no pictures of Rosa J. Carmichael, so this is strange. We think this might be her, but there are no features, so we have no way of knowing what she actually looked like.
Next door is the Gettysburg Soldiers Museum, but it used to be the boys' side of the orphanage. Some people say you can still hear their cries, if you know how to listen.
Two people from the Ghost Hunters Conference have invited me for a stakeout in the basement. Mark Nesbitt and Jim Cook listen with this. It's a ghost hunting technique called EVP, Electronic Voice Phenomenon. We're gonna use this digital audio recorder to try and capture the voices of the ghost orphans. But before we're even set up, footsteps.
Shh. Who's walking around upstairs?
We're supposed to be the only ones in the building. Listen again.
Shh. Who's walking around upstairs? We're all here. Somebody go check. Did you hear it?
Yeah. Sounded like it walked right over to here, didn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's nobody there. It was coming from next door, and now there's nobody there. I looked inside, and I was looking, it's all dark and it's completely empty. It's like a bookstore or something that's closed down.
A lot of people in Gettysburg have had this type of an experience.
I mean, it's undeniable. We all heard it. And we were all down here.
This is the dungeon where some of the orphans were held for punishment. If there is something, or someone, creeping around in here with us, Mark and Jim hope the audio recorder will pick it up. The light flashes at a regular interval to show it's on and recording. If the machine hears something, the light's supposed to blink to the rhythm of the sounds.
Hi, I'm Araya. Can I speak to Bella?
Bella is the name of one of the little girls who was chained up in this basement by Mrs. Carmichael. Is her ghost now trying to contact me?
The most famous voodoo queen was Mary Laveau, and this is where she's buried.
Can she help me find love for Doubting Dave? Marie Laveau was born in New Orleans over 200 years ago. Marie could whip up cures, charms, and evil spells called hexes.
People still come here to ask her to grant favors and wishes. That's what all these X's on the tomb are about, but they happen to be illegal.
So, do you think I can try to have my wish come true?
I think you should.
Anna Ross told me how to make a wish to the powerful voodoo queen. First, knock 3 times on the tomb. Then, spin around 3 times, and then silently make your wish.
This one's for Doubting Dave.
Anna told me to look for a spooky tree. That's where I met Ava Kay, a real voodoo priestess.
Hi, Christina. Listen, I'd like you to hold him for a moment for me. The snake represents Damballa, the voodoo deity of wisdom. He loves you.
Dancing is how you contact the spirits. We danced for Ashun, the goddess of love. I've made my wish at Marie Laveau's tomb, and I've done the ceremonial dancing.
If that doesn't work, there's plenty more magic in here. But Dave shouldn't be scared. This won't hurt a bit. Or will it?
You ever put something down on a table, like your keys, then when you come back, they've moved somewhere else? Happens to me all the time. And if it's happened to you, we may have the same problem. Ghosts. So I'm going to show you 5 seriously cool ways you can try right now to find out if your house is haunted. Because nobody, living or dead, gets away with moving my stuff. What the? Professionals use high-tech equipment when hunting for ghosts. And although there is no real proof yet that these actually work, there is a way for you to do what they do. For example, instead of an expensive EMF scanner, try a compass. Both of them react to electromagnetic fields, and when a spirit's around, ghost hunters say there's an electric charge in the air. Oh yeah, we got something. Ow. Watch out for magnets. You say you don't have a big-time thermal scanner like the pros? Well, no problem. Try a digital thermometer. Ghost hunters say that if the temperature drops suddenly, it could be a cold spot caused by a ghost. Hmm? Oh, here we go! Ow, for crying out loud. Was that lamp always here? There. If you think things are moving around, mark where they are using chalk. That way nothing moves without you knowing it. Where did the chalk go? Professional ghost hunters use laser motion detectors to determine if something invisible is moving through a room. But you can do the same thing with baby powder if your floor isn't carpeted, or a network of thread, or both. Any one of these will reveal ghostly movement by either vibrating or imprinting. Of course, if you're a skeptic like me, this is also a good way to tell if it's your brother or sister doing it. Let's see something get into my lab through all this. What the... That is not right.
We've set up our recorders in the basement of this orphanage in order to capture the voice of a ghost. Bella, were you hungry when you lived here? Did any Union soldiers die here? General Howard, were you disappointed in your performance at Gettysburg? Do you want us to tell your story to the world?
So let's see what we got.
All right.
Hi, I'm Araya. Can you hear me, Bella? Were you hungry when you lived here, Bella?
What do you think she said?
It's hard to tell. She was upset about something.
Did any Union soldiers die here?
It sounded like a vague yeah. Yes or something.
Yes.
General Howard, were you disappointed in your performance at Gettysburg?
Saying no or yeah?
It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell.
The general sounded angry.
Yeah, he did kind of sound angry.
Yeah.
Listen, it sounds like he said, tell everyone.
Yeah.
Tell your story to the world.
That was good.
In a place like Gettysburg, it's easy to believe in ghosts. But is it really possible to record their voices? Or is there another explanation for what we just heard? Christina's in Seattle covering that part of the story.
I'm at the Bureau of Occult Occurrences, the place that takes a critical look at ghost incidents. You heard the sounds. The investigators think it's a voice of a ghost. But could there be another explanation for those sounds?
Denise, Ohio thinks so.
All audio equipment generates self-noise. Basically, it's the sound of the device recording itself. You ready? Okay. I'm going to rewind this, and I'll play it back, and you'll hear just how much noise a little thing like this can make.
So it's just the equipment?
Well, the equipment is part of it. There is another possibility. It's called pattern stamping.
Denise thinks sounds can be mistaken for voices.
Now, I think what this ghost is saying is, let's sell turkeys to Ashley.
Let's sell turkeys to Ashley.
That sounds like let's sell turkeys to Ashley?
Little grandmother saying.
Okay.
Let's sell turkeys to Ashley.
Okay, would you like to hear what the audio really is?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, should I ask the first question? Okay, should I ask the first question?
It's me. Okay, should I ask the first question?
The sentence I thought was, let's sell turkeys to Ashley, is really just Denise saying, can I ask the first question? But played backwards.
But I heard, let's sell turkeys to Ashley.
Right.
Pattern stamping is when you hear words and sentences, but it's really just noise. It works because of the power of suggestion. So did Araya really hear a ghost say, tell everyone?
That's cool. It's really cool.
I don't know if there are any scary ghosts here in Gettysburg. Headless horsemen and crying orphans, and that kind of stuff. But tens of thousands of brave men died here because they believed in their cause. And when you're here, you can't help feeling their presence.
This is the Voodoo shop where we're picking up all the ingredients we need to make a gree-gree bag.
A gree-gree bag is a tiny pouch filled with a magical mix of ingredients. People who practice voodoo use them to ward off evil and bring good things to those who believe in their magic. I want to make a love potion. The woman at the voodoo store suggests rosebuds for love, and the key ingredient, magnetic sand for attraction.
So, if Doubting Dave carries this gree-gree bag, will my wish for him to find love come true?
Well, Doubting Dave needs to be a little less doubtful. If he believes and has faith, yes, his wish will come true.
This doll represents Doubting Dave. We're going to use it to attract good things to him.
Voodoo believers use dolls to help focus their prayers. The more they look like the person you want to help, the better. That's why I'm using Dave's hair.
If I were to strike him with a pin, would he feel it?
I wouldn't do that because pins symbolize pain, and we want to attract good things to him, love. I would suggest, Christina, that we use my specially mixed love potion. This is how you do it. Doubting Dave, I anoint this doll which represents you. Your head is anointed. 2, think positive thoughts. I anoint your heart. Doubting Dave, I anoint your hands. And then, voila, the true love that you seek is yours.
So did Doubting Dave's love potion actually work?
Voodoo's like all religions. You have to have faith. So if Doubting Dave's love potion does work, it's probably because he believes it will.
Come in.
Thanks, Christina.
Remember, things aren't always what they seem.
Thanks for watching.